Now create a repository on GitHub and connect it to your local Git. So now what we will do, we will start GitHub. Whatever we are doing till now, we were doing the Git on the local repository. Now we will go on the GitHub and create a new repository on the server, and then we will connect both of them. So I'm clicking here. You can see this is the GitHub. I have created my organization, Geeky Sanjay. Okay, and here you can see we have a many things. Okay, what you have to do, simple, open github.com, create your account, sign up simply. You will get this and you can start pushing your code. You just choose your free account, and whatever I am doing, you also can do the same. Okay, so in the free, he just give you the permission to public branches, public repositories there. And if you buy it, it will give you the tons of feature which you make it private. So whoever is outside of your organization, he cannot access that repo. But whatever I am creating here, everyone can get this code and see my repository because this is the public. Okay, so whenever we are working for the companies, that time we will work as a private, not a public. But whenever we are creating our repos, normally we will keep it public because we have to show to others. So now you can see here we have many things. I will explain some of them. Someday we will create a dedicated video for this GitHub, and I will show you all the things, whatever is there, settings and everything. But we will just keep it short. So you can see we have an overview where you can see your all repositories and all the things. Here you have a repositories. Whenever you create a repositories, all repositories you can show here. Okay, as you can see, whenever you are creating multiple projects, you can create a multiple repository for every project. Okay, that I will show you in some time. Here we have a projects. Here you can create a project board. Okay, like I'm working on any project, I can create a board and I can create a issue. Now you can see packages, team, people. Don't worry about this. Just we have to think about this repository right now. I will create one new repository, and here you can see in the Geeky Sanjay, this is my organization. You can create multiple organization here. Okay, so here I have to give the name of my repository. So I will create a name. What name I will create? Demo. Okay, either I will create a, yes, demo I have created. Okay, so this is my, I want to give some description. I can give this is demo for Git video or Git tutorial. Now I will make it to public for everyone. You can see readme file. Okay, readme file is a file which is called the markdown, means readme.md file. Whenever I will create, you can see the md file in your repository. Okay, it will create. So this is the first file. Whenever someone open your repository, it will tells, it is like a readme. It will what it in this file. Simply you will write all the things, how he can use your repository, how he can set up your software, whatever application you have created on their local, what things are required. We will write all the things in this readme file. So I check mark it. If you want, you can do it. If you don't want, you don't do it. There is add.gitignore. .gitignore is a file. It will create it on your local, or currently it is here in the origin server. Whenever we connect with the local and we will take the pull, we will push our and take a pull, that time it will reflect on our local also. So this .gitignore file, we will write all the files which will, we do not want to shift on the server. Okay, means every time we will don't want to push them. There are some files like configuration files, like env files. These are the files which we don't want to push and other can see our passwords and important things. For that, what we can do, so you are thinking how others know what setup or what env we have to do. For that we will create a sample file and that we will push, but original we will add in the git ignore the name of that file. So whenever we push, it will not push that file or that folder whatever we added in the git ignore file. Okay, now I will create repository, and now we have created our repository successfully, first repository. So congratulations, now you are in the world of GitHub. You can see this is the readme file, this is the demo read file is there, readme.md. I told you this is called a markdown file. Now we do not have any file, now we have to connect with this to our file. Okay, for the connect, whenever you creating and you are not like, this is the initial comment you can see here. Okay, he did. Okay, and whenever you coming inside of this, you can see many things: issues, pull requests, actions, projects. So we will see it later. Now I come back here. So first, whenever I come here repository, I can see my repository. This is the demo repository. I will click, I go inside of demo repository, and here I have a readme file that I can do. If you will not create a readme file, then it will show you all the instruction how you can add your branch. Okay, that I have already written here. You can see, create a repository on GitHub and connect it to your local Git. Okay, link remote repository with local using git remote add origin GitHub URL. Okay, so we have to add this in the local. So copy this git remote add, this copy from here. Okay, now go inside of this. Either if you want, do it from here, both places the same, whatever you want to do it, because we are in the same. Now control shift V, and we will go there on the here, and we can see here the code. Okay, here we have a URL. Just copy this. Don't worry about the SSH and CLI, we will learn later. We are doing HTTPS right now, SSH token, and that we will learn in the next video, because I will create a series for GitHub where I will create more videos for you. Now I'm just giving you one shot, whatever is required for the development, and you can just, whenever you see this complete video, you are ready to work in any company using the Git. I will give you all the information whatever is required to start with any project in the company. Okay, so I copy it from here, I come here, here, and I just space and paste it here and enter. Okay, now you can see here I added the origin. Okay, now next. So now origin is the local identifier for this remote branch, and we can push our changes in it like. Okay, so like this we can push our changes in this. So you can see here git remote, git means this is the tool name, remote means server, add, you are adding it, origin matlab this will like a naming name. Okay, which will tells this is the your server name on your local. So whenever you have to push something, you have to use this origin. If you want to use anything, you can use the Sanjay also. Okay, you can write like this, git remote add Sanjay. So whenever you have to push, you have to write git push Sanjay and whatever the branch name. So same thing, you can see I have already written here. This is the naming convention which we use for the server origin. So I have written here. Okay, and the GitHub URL whatever is there. So now we will push these changes on the our repository. For that what we have to do, git push origin, because we already added our origin here. So this is our origin. So whenever I write origin, it will inject this URL, and whenever I write a branch name, it will go in that branch. So I will do it like git push origin and the branch name, but I don't have any branch right now. I will see, is there any branch? Yes, I have default branch main. So what I have to write here? I have to write main. Okay. So I will write a main, then it will put on the main, and if I do like this, git push origin. Okay, so it's saying git push dash dash set upstream origin master. So we can do it, and only we just simply git push, then it will push our code directly in GitHub. This is master branch. This is on the local. Okay, and if I want to change it to the develop branch, I can click here. I can check out. This is the develop branch. So you can see here we do not have the develop branch now. We have a main branch right now. First we will clear it out and git push origin means server, and we will push our develop to the server. Now we are pushing our branch because our branch is not there. So first time whenever you make a push, it will push our branch on the server, local branch on the server. Next time whenever you do the same thing, git push origin develop, then it will push the code in the same branch. Okay, so simply I click on this and hopefully this is done. You can see it is pushed my code, and here we have this develop had recent push 3 seconds ago. Okay, so here I can check. Here has a develop branch. See, here I have a nextdemo.html file. Whatever I have in local, successfully I pushed on the server. Now whenever I made some changes, new changes, I made it save. Now I have to git add dot git commit dash m first commit on server for server. Okay, this I did it, and now I will push. You can see here I have this, and we can simply click and we can read whatever written here inside of this file. I am in the develop branch. Now I change it, and now I am pushing it. Git push origin. Okay, don't be confused. Sometimes I am writing here. I just want to tell you, you can write anywhere, both work same. Now develop, and now I push my code on the develop. Okay, he already showing it is done. Now I will come here and I will refresh here using the refresher. See, so I am pushing the new changes. I am pushing the new changes. Now before this it was the develop. So whatever we made changes in the local, it is pushed there. Now this develop branch in the local, in the git.git folder, this is the different, and whatever we push one more branch to the server. Now this branch is different. Both, if you delete this branch always with you. If you delete this branch always there on the GitHub. Okay, so simply we are creating and we are pushing new branch. So this we done. Now next we will see. So now you can see git push origin name underscore of local branch. We already pushed the changes. Next, add remote repo with auth error. Sometimes what happen, if we are, because this is the public, we normally because we already added and we push it because we on this and we put it from our system because so we did it. But the other person cannot do this because he do not have the access of this. Okay, and sometimes whenever you are working on the private repo, that time you make it private, that time you have to pass the token. Okay, like I already created a token and I already linked it before. That's why it's not given me an error, but it might give you the error, authentication error. Okay, for that this remote repo with auth error, you can see you can do this process, set URL again, and that you can do like this simply, whatever your username and the URL and the whatever Git is there, the URL of your repo. But for that, whenever you are trying to push, it will ask for the password here. We have to give personal token, which we can create using the next step. If you learn anything from this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.